Okay, so our next tutorial here is the one where we're going to review the article posting that we've got to date, and it's getting close to completion here. From this point on, basically we're just doing some tidying up, and once that's done, then we're finished the article, and it's time for it to go out for sign off. So first thing we'll do is we'll go to the website. So here's our article as it appears in the back end that we just finished working on. The last thing we did was put the intro image in. Now we're going to go to the front end. And you'll notice here that I'll do it from the start. This is the last time we loaded this page. We didn't have the intro image in place. So if I go to click on putters again, it'll just basically be refreshing this page. What we should see this time though is the intro image should appear right here, right where beside the word putters. So let's see what happens. And lo and behold, there it is. So we now have our article name, title. We have our intro text, we have our image. Now you notice here in the there's no caption here because the caption does not appear in the teasers for them or the article lists. It only appears when we open this. We can click on the read more, we can click on the title, does the same thing. When we do that, let's see what we get. So there it is. Now take a sec here. You notice that the caption has not appeared yet. That's because there's certain things loading in certain order, and it's one of the last things to load, as you'll see there. See, okay, so we have our title, intro. We're now into the article. We've got our image caption, and then we scroll down through the article. And now the last part of it, anytime that we've got to sort of see for more information or a bio about a company, that's actually supposed to be in italics, and that's the next thing we're going to look at. And also notice we've got all other information from the email that isn't really that's actually internal, documentation for us to refer to. It's certainly not for the person reading the article. So we realize this. We've got to if we look at where we've now reviewed it. We've just finished step G. We're now going to step H. Go back to the and do these kind of changes. Okay. Now, the note I just want to talk a quick thing about step 1 and H, and we're going to go back to the back end here, is that if we had more images, we'd click where we were. It would say image 1. Say if it was right here, it might say image 1 in the greater than less than brackets. In that case there, we would go get the image that refers to, and we'd place it there in the same way we did the other one. The only thing that would be different is that we'd actually left justify it, not right justify it. It doesn't really make any difference, but that's what we do differently with those. However, what we do want, there is no other image. There's only one image in this, so that doesn't apply here. Oops. Sorry about that. So now we're going to scroll down here, and we're now on point. So we don't have any more images. Now we're at the contact bio stage. So we're at point 7. We're supposed to delete the text string contact bio and make all subsequent text. So this should have been here. That's where the contact bio one would have been. So this text here is supposed to be in italics. You see up here where it says bold, this is B for bold, I for italics, U for underline. So that should have been in italics. That's all fine and dandy. And all the text that was below this is not for the article. But there's one other step that we do is that we make all web addresses active. We don't generally include this HTTP stuff in them. We just leave it like this. So I'll usually delete that out because it looks cleaner. Then what we do is we highlight the web address. We copy it with Apple C, and then we go up here to this one here, the little binoculars, and this is where we make a link to it. So I'll click on that binoculars, and up comes a window, and then I paste in the web address. You notice it always adds an HTTP colon // on its own, so we don't need to include that. And now you can see that that's clean there. We've got also, I noticed when I go back, I see I got an extra return space line return there, so I'll get rid of that. But this article is basically ready to go now. So I'm going to hit apply one more time here, and that is in essence is step H completed. If you there's not really anything else. I am going to go just over here just because I can. I'm going to go back to the front end of the website where the article is. I'm going to hit refresh, which in Mac is, or in Safari is Apple R, and it's going to refresh the article because I want to see how my bio and my contact information looks down the bottom of here. So we scroll down, and there it is. Lo and behold, we have, all the extra text is gone. Our web address is a link. Generally, I'd like you to test that link. So just click on it, and once you know that it's headed to the right place, you can just go back. You can hit the back button like I did up here, which just takes us back to our article. In this case, it took right back. We went all the way back to our intro. The bottom line is the article is clean now. We could look at it again, but it's not going to make any difference. The article, as far as we're concerned, is finished. And so this is, we just basically, you want to take a quick look through it on the front end side. I'm going to do it one more time just to remind the points, is that we're looking for things like extra lines, places where we should have had a return and we don't. Anything that, yeah, as you get better at this, a little more experience at it, you'll start knowing what to look for. This is a pretty clean looking article. It's a fairly simple one, and it looks good. Don't worry about the fact you can't see this, as I said, because there's the ads haven't loaded yet, and then you'll see up in here the next thing will load is that ad, and then in here are tweets and for people who want to do that, and then last the caption is one of the last things to load. So if it doesn't show up, it hasn't disappeared. It's just a little slow. But that bottom line is this article looks great. So at this point, when we go back, we could just hit close, or you can hit save. I'll hit save here. Basically, that does one more save, one more, like when you hit apply, it updates the article, but in this case, it closes it. And now we're going to see the article in the list of articles. And lo and behold, our article is going to be the top one because it's going to be the most recent article that's been created. So we'll give that a sec here. The thing that happens next is that this is the point at which we are going to send the article out for proofing. So I'm going to stop this tutorial here, and the next one we're going to do, which is going to be we're basically we've just finished L. I mean, J, K, and L are all sort of one thing. We were actually all the way through L, and we're now finished this. The next thing that we're going to be doing is starting to do the proofing process, etc. One thing I will say before we finish, you can see our article here, Odyssey's new arm lock putters. Its location, it's published, which means it is appearing at this point, and it's in the equipment section, in the putters. It's all good. So we're going to end this tutorial here, and the next one we said we're going to start doing the sign-off process.